Next, it's been discussed for almost a decade, but now campaigners against plans for an incinerator at Rookery Pit in Bedfordshire have taken their fight to the High Court. A judicial review got underway earlier to look at whether it was right that the Environment Agency permit was given. The site could process 500,000 tonnes of waste a year, as Simon Devon reports.
10-year-old Ruby from Bedford is one of more than 1,000 people to have donated to the legal case against the Covanta incinerator. She gave all her savings, £95, to the campaign.
I care about this so much because this is my future hanging in the bag, and I don't want my life to be ruined because of one incinerator, because it's going to impact my heart rate, my breathing, and anyone else with like asthma or things like that to make it harder to breathe. And this is our planet, and I don't want this to be ruined.
For as long as Ruby is old, Bedfordshire Against Covanta Incinerator has been campaigning against it. They raised £50,000 in donations, which meant they could launch a judicial review at the High Court in London today. Their case that the Environment Agency's granting of a permit to allow the waste incinerator to be built on the old clay pit near Stuartby is flawed. With evidence from scientists, they claim waste metal dust could escape into the nearby lake.
It allows a pathway for heavy metals, which are indeed increasingly present in waste, to pass through the whole process from the moment the waste is received at the plant into Stuartby Lake, a sensitive receptor.
The Environment Agency's lawyer told the court they didn't make any mistake of fact and that uncontaminated water would be pumped into the nearby lake, and that in the event of an emergency they could simply stop the discharge. Covanta have denied there would be pollution problems before. They say the new plant will produce enough power for 75,000 homes. Exactly when and if it ever treats household and business waste is now in the hands of a High Court judge. Well, this is the last chance saloon for the campaigners against the Covanta incinerator. Legally, they don't have anywhere else to go, and the High Court judge has effectively two options. She can uphold the permit, which means the incinerator will go ahead as planned, or she can quash it, which is what the campaigners want. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the incinerator won't go ahead. More likely, recommendations for the Environment Agency and Covanta to somewhat go back to the drawing board. Covanta would really have to pull out altogether for it not to happen, because the parameters of the judicial review are quite narrow. It doesn't look at the fact that there's large-scale local opposition, that both Bedfordshire councils are against it, that this decision was made further up the political food chain by Parliament. But we should get that decision perhaps as soon as tomorrow on day 2 of the judicial review.
Thank you, Simon.